Welcome to our X12 launch event. I'm excited in introducing our broadest portfolio. Some of our newest product lines we'd like to show you today is our Hyper design that will take modularization to the next level. Not only do we support the next third generation Intel Xeon scalable processors, our advanced server designs integrate some breakthrough features and implementation of the newest technologies, including flexible and blazing fast networking with our AIOM module, as well as storage utilizing the increased performance of NVMe thanks to PCI Express Gen 4. Supermicro offers the complete solutions and services that are ready for rapid rack integration deployment with a full suite of management software. Now I want to let some of our product experts to demonstrate some of our latest technologies and the unique features that you can take advantage of today. First, I'd like to deep dive into Supermicro's unique AIOM card. For this, I'd like to introduce Jirko. He's our product manager for AIOM. Hi Jirko, thanks for coming. Could you explain to our audience here a little bit more about what AIOM is and maybe a little overview?
Sure, Jerry. Thanks for having me. As you can see, we have lots of options for AIOMs. AIOM stands for Advanced I/O Module. They are designed by our team at Supermicro, supporting superset of OCP 3.0 standard. Combining leading features with the best-in-class efficiency, our AIOM NICs enable the highest world-class performance and scale to maximize our customers' ROI through the interchangeability with the Supermicro server purchase.
That's great. Could you tell us some of the key features of the AIOM?
Absolutely. For a simplified installation, our cards are designed with pull-out tabs, which allows our customers to install and replace the adapters without the need of opening up the chassis. To do a quick demonstrations about it, we have a Cloud DC system over here. We would take the bracket off the chassis in the back, and install one of our AIOM cards. It's pretty simple. Just plug in, push in, screw on the tab, and the card is ready for operation.
Amazing.
These systems are also available with the third-party OCP 3.0 cards. So here we have a variety of cards, and on the same system, we basically would perform the same thing and insert one of the OCP 3.0 standards third-party, not my Supermicro. Install, screw in the tab, and again, we're good to go. Combined with the Supermicro BMC and the AIOM onboard monitoring, we provide a thermal monitor solution for our cards. Some of the other features I would like to highlight are RDMA over Converged Ethernet, also known as Rocky, remote boot for iSCSI, Pixie boot, SRIOV for virtualization, NCSI for remote management, Wake on LAN, and so on. Our AIOM NICs have strength for today's servers networking needs, plus built-in capacity and capabilities to accommodate new and emerging use cases. Servers and adapters that support the spec are available now and shipped worldwide.
Wow. So what type of AIOM does Supermicro offer?
Supermicro has expanded our portfolio to include a broad range of AIOMs adapters, everything from 1, 10, 25, and 100 gigabit. This includes our single, dual port, and quad-port adapter configurations, allowing the industry to easily build high-performance server systems and effectively scale network capacity to meet the demand of high-bandwidth applications, machine learning, high-performance computing, cloud computing, AI, and so on. We deliver industry-leading connectivity for performance-driven servers and storage applications.
So when you mentioned the speeds of our AIOM, can you tell us a little bit more about the controllers that we use?
Certainly. We work with 3 major vendors in the network controller industry, Intel, Broadcom, and Mellanox, to deliver the best solution for customer needs. As an example of a unique design geared towards our customers, we offer a hybrid solution such as AOC H25G M2S2T, which consists of an Intel 10 gigabit X550 controller with dual RJ45 alongside Mellanox 25 gig controller with the dual SFP28 ports. This versatile card is an excellent choice to enhance data center network connectivity when high-speed throughput is required. For customers looking for a broader range, We also offer third-party cards that are equally supported as our AIOM cards on Supermicro servers.
The next open network standard is here, and Supermicro is ready to help you make the next transition. If you would like to learn more about Supermicro AIOM products and the future portfolio updates, please visit our website. I have Brandon Wong, Senior Product Manager, with us today to talk about our newest platforms. Hey, Brandon.
Hey, Jerry.
So what's new in the whole Isolate product offerings?
Well, what's new is this 1U right here. It's part of our all-new product line of high-performance rack mount servers called Hyper.
That sounds exciting. Can you take us on a tour of the 1U Hyper server?
Absolutely. Let's start with the front here. So you've got 12 2.5-inch drive bays supporting either NVMe SAS or SATA. You've got your front control panel buttons and LEDs here along the top, as well as a pull tag for system information. And on top of that, you have a front accessible USB port. And at the rear of the server, you'll notice 3 PCIe slots, each slot with a by 16 bus width. Not only that, this slot number 2 here supports a double width GPU. We also have a dedicated slot for your Supermicro AIOM NIC or OCP NIC 3.0 card. And to round out the I/O, you've got your dedicated BMC LAN port, your VGA port, and 2 USBs. And to power this whole thing together, we've got redundant titanium power supplies ranging from 1200 watt or 1600 watt.
So could we take a look inside the server?
Absolutely. Let's take a look under the hood here, if you don't mind.
No problem.
So as you can see here, you've got your dual Intel Xeon scalable processors surrounded by 32 DIMMs. We've also got support for dual M.2 NVMe or SATA SSDs that you can use for boot drives. And one of the cool things that we've done here in the Hyper series, we've added a completely toolless system design to make field serviceability a lot more easier.
What about the server right over here? It looks like it has front I/O.
Believe it or not, this is the same Hyper 1U server. Now, the beauty of the Hyper design is that it has the flexibility to replace drive bays with I/O. So what you see here is we've replaced 6 drive bays with 2 Supermicro AIOM or OCP NIC cards, along with your BMC LAN VGA and 2 USB ports. So you have all front accessible I/O. And you also have your storage, 6 NVMe SAS or SATA drive bays.
That seems like Hyper can accommodate many different types of applications. Truly modular.
Oh, absolutely. Hyper is really a Swiss Army knife solution. It can cover enterprise, cloud, big data, hyperconverge, AI machine learning, tons of different applications. So yeah, it's really a truly great server.
Simply amazing.
Simply amazing.
Thank you for coming. If you want to learn more of our Hyper solution, please check out our virtual booth or visit our website for more information. Supermicro continuously strives to be a leader in the IT innovation and technologies. One of those fields is implementation of NVMe into our overall product offering, ranging from the rack mounts, storage, and multi-node solutions encompassing Big Twin and SuperBlades. I'm joined here today with Zian, Senior System Engineer. How are you doing?
I'm good.
Great. So what do you have to talk about today?
At Supermicro, we have always been the leader in NVMe technology. We have product offerings for all flash NVMe solutions like the Petascale, the Ultra, and the Big Twin. Ultra was actually one of the first servers we had to offer to implement NVMe technology because of its architectural design. So without further ado, let's pop up the chart and take a look at the specs between Gen 3 and Gen 4 NVMe devices. So here in the chart, we can see the bandwidth is almost doubled on Gen 4 NVMe's versus Gen 3. In Supermicro, we have always implemented the direct attach hot swappable NVMe solutions. So the better your drive, the better performance you'll get. Now let's take a look at some benchmark comparison between the Gen 3 and Gen 4 NVMe's, our 1U12 Ultra NVMe SKU. The Ultra 1U12 NVMe SKU offers 12 direct attached hot swappable NVMe drives. The better your drive is, the better performance you will get. Here in the sequential read chart, we can see up to 80 GB per second bandwidth in the Gen 4 NVMe's. That's about 93% improvement comparing to the Gen 3 NVMe's. On the sequential write chart, we can see a 216% improvement. That's a lot of improvements. On the next slide, we're going to see the random read IOPS comparison between the Gen 3 and Gen 4 NVMe's. Here we can see a 58% improvement in the random read performance.
So, if you're looking to implement the latest Gen 4 NVMe drive that's going to give you the highest throughput, highest IOPS, and lower latency, it sounds like Supermicro really has you covered by the implementation of NVMe throughout the whole product line.
Definitely.
That sounds great. So not only do we have a full lineup of Supermicro products that support the latest Gen 4 NVMe's, also note that we're working with a lot of solution partners to implement more solutions that you can take advantage of. One of the partners that we've been working really close with is WebIPMI. As you can see on this particular slide, we have one of the world's fastest server systems based on our X12 Big Twin platform. In the 2U 4-node solution, we're able to hit up to 10 million IOPS with a bandwidth of 115 gigabytes per second. In our 2U 2-node Big Twin platform, we hit close to 11.8 million IOPS with a bandwidth of 225 gigabytes per second when we base this upon our X11 platform. That's twice the improvement in terms of IOPS as well as bandwidth with the WebIPMI fastest file system. Thank you for that bit of information, Zion.
You're welcome.
Hi everyone, thanks for joining us to review the features and benefits of SuperCloud Composer. My name is Michael Ocampo, Product and Solution Manager of our twin systems. Today I have Kevin Kolb, Principal Product Manager of SuperCloud Composer. How are you doing, Kevin?
I'm doing well, Michael. How are you doing today? Thanks for hosting me today.
I'm doing well, thanks for asking. Tell us a little bit about yourself and the solution you're developing at Supermicro.
My name is Kevin Kulp. I am a technologist that's been in the industry for 30 years, focusing on data center workloads and infrastructure management. I'm here to talk about Supermicro's system management story. Been onboarded with them for about 2 years now.
Nice. Can you share a few key value propositions of SuperCloud Composer?
Yes, definitely, Michael. SuperCloud focuses on 3 paradigms. The first paradigm is a unified integrated console to monitor and manage servers, deploy operating systems, and provide deep, rich out-of-band analytics for an end user. The second paradigm is administrators can transform their IT requirements by realizing the benefits of composing fluid resources on demand, utilizing the strengths of composable disaggregated infrastructure, all from the same pane of glass. And the third paradigm is a flexible northbound API interconnect that gives technology partners the ability to easily integrate their solutions with Supermicro's standard Redfish framework.
Nice. So can you dive into the solution to demo a few features and use cases?
Sure, let's log into the dashboard and take a look at the use cases.
All right, great.
We've logged into the dashboard. The dashboard provides a 20,000 foot view of day 2 operations. Moving on to Pod View. Pod View provides a visual representation of devices and systems that are grouped in racks. Moving on to Monitoring Detail. Monitoring Detail provides analytics at the pod level, the chassis level, the rack level, and also the component level. From the compute list, we expose data center lifecycle management. In the list here, in the element list, we have product SKUs for both X11 and X12. You can see here from the product list, they are broken down into product families. You'll see a Big Twin and Ultra in the list here, both for X11 and X12. And then we also expose BIOS and BMC versions and whether the server is a 2-socket or 1-socket type server. On the top here in the pane, we expose all the rich system management functionality, everything from power management to asset tagging and also UID tracking. In the compute list, we have the ability to do target-based installs. This example, we're going to do a fast deploy to a big twin, X12 big twin. We simply launch into the actual composition wizard, choose fast deploy as an option, and then run through each one of the bubbles. We're going to choose no name for BT for big twin, and then we're going to go ahead and choose the remote storage being our CentOS build. And then we're going to be prompted to continue with OS build, where we would provide node name information, password complexity, and LAN settings. And then we would say confirm detail, and we would allocate and assemble the node. Moving into the OS artifacts, this is where we store the information such as software distros into the software repo section. And then we also go ahead and provide a repo for golden images.
So within OS artifacts, how would one differentiate between a golden image and a standard distro media?
Great question. So the golden image is used for SLAs for cloud providers to deploy an operating system in seconds, injecting metadata, and the actual distro is a place to store these operating system builds for later to be deployed to a server.
Nice.
In the networking module, we provide detailed information about switches. As you can see on the left-hand side of the pane, each one of these switches can be drilled down. We'll choose 5.84 as one of the switches, and then we can go to the navigation review and take a look at physical port attributes, such as up status, VLAN presentation, access or trunk ports, and whether the status of the port is up or down. And we change dependent on what is connected to the switch based on the switch icon in front of us.
Wow, that's really useful for customers that may be working with a field technician. Now, is there a visualization tool to drill down into the infrastructure fabric for perhaps a VM administrator?
Yeah, great question, Michael. So we provide a rich feature called network topology, where we provide a visualization tool of infrastructure management, how devices are interconnected to the switch fabric. So these particular systems can change in color based on the criticality, whether the service roll-up is either green to indicate good standing of the switch or criticality of red to indicate there's a problem. And we also provide detailed information in each one of the bubbles to indicate the number of how many connections we have to the server. And we drill down to both BMC information and onboard information such as LAN ports that will be used later for cobbler service.
Nice. Well, thank you so much for sharing these enterprise features with us today. We look forward to seeing you showcase even more features that we hope to see on social media. Thanks for your time, Kevin.
Thank you, Michael. Have a great day.
You too. Now, everyone, let me introduce you to Robert Moore from our software team to talk about our brand new WebIPMI interface that comes with all of our X12 platforms for easy system management.
Thank you, Michael, and welcome to our review of the new X12 BMC highlights. I'm really excited to be here with you to talk about some of these new capabilities and features. A lot of them are based in security and performance improvements. Really important, as security is important to everybody, to note that we've got our hardware root of trust based in silicon, and critically important to realize that this is NIST 800-193 compliant. And furthermore, we're checking our BMC not just at static time, but during runtime. So that really provides us with the differentiation in the industry when it comes to security. When it comes to performance, I'll just point out with the LAN over USB and the new AST2600, we're providing and have the capability of over twice the performance as previous generations. So this really starts us off with some other features, user experience, and we'll scroll to those screenshots now to show you the new user interface and some of these other features. We're going through some of these screens that show the overview with the system, and this screen here in particular with drive status, you're seeing this is our new multi-vendor support for storage with standard firmware. So this provides customers the flexibility for choosing storage building blocks, and they can mix and match them. You can see the different ones there listed there. They can do that at their convenience and manage all of that with our single firmware. Very important and helpful for our customers. The screenshot's now getting into the inventory with the slots that are located there and what is in each of those slots. And then we go to the host interface and finally into some of our recovery and update capability with the BMC and BIOS, with the ability to look at the inventory of both of those and then also perform resiliency actions like the updating of the BMC or BIOS as well as the restoring of those. We'll first show you on this the BMC, or rather, the BIOS golden update, and then we'll do a BIOS recovery. So we can do all of those. And then finally, the system lockdown is a nice additional feature here where we're preventing anybody from rolling back to the previous version of firmware if the customer happens to enable that. All in all, these provide some really great advances in security and performance and the user interface. We're really excited about it, and we're certain our customers will be too.
Our next guest is Winston Tang, the Director of Rack Solutions and Integration Service. Hi, Winston.
Hi, Jerry.
So, what's your team's role?
Thank you for having me, by the way. My team is a solution-focused engineering team that is responsible for hyperscale data center solutions, such as the cloud computing, HPC, AI, and big data, software-defined storage. We have very experienced engineers that can handle large, complex solutions and deployments such as the supercomputers. Just recently, we have delivered multiple supercomputers to a large Livermore lab. One of them is called the Ruby supercomputer, a cluster on the top 100 list, designed and built for COVID-19 research. That's our part of contribution to fighting the pandemic. Our mission is to help our customers achieve quick and hassle-free data center deployments so they can focus on their core businesses such as science research, software development, and IT services and online businesses.
So what does the Rack Integration Service offer?
Other than the traditional racking stacking services, we offer a end-to-end full solution integration service package that covers design, assembly, configuration testing, shipping, logistics, the whole 9 yards. And we also provide free consulting service as well as a totally free POC lab service to help our customers making decisions on the design and configuration so they can have a complete risk-free purchasing experience. Now, with Supermicro's service, we build turnkey solution which includes multiple levels of different components, bare metal service, OS, and middleware and application. So racking and stacking is considered a bare metal service. After that, we can also help with software like OS, images, configuration of the networking, setting up the IP, and after that, we can also help pre-install the software packages like the OpenStack, Kubernetes container, HPC cluster manager. Then on top of that, we can also help with the applications such as the AI and machine learning frameworks. Now, One of the strengths of Supermicro is the building block approach. As the leader of server and storage technology, Supermicro has a very large variety of server offering we call building blocks, or the best building blocks for data center infrastructure. Right. With that said, we can custom design the complete rack system from ground up. Now, the reason being that we design our own motherboard, our own system, our own chassis, so we can customize every component in the rack system from ground up, and we can also help integrate the third-party components such as the switches, the UPS systems, liquid cooling system. Currently, we offer actually many different types of liquid cooling. The RDHX type, we call the rear door heat exchanging type of liquid cooling, or the DLC or direct chip liquid cooling solutions.
So what is Supermicro's global capacity?
We have full rack integration facilities in the US, in Taiwan, and in Europe to cover the global market. Currently, we have a total capacity around 1,000 units per month shipping out globally. For example, in San Jose, our main headquarters and our manufacturing base, one production line, our building 21 alone can build and ship out 60 plus racks every week. We can handle any type of rack project, be it a small volume high mix type or high volume small mix type. And if you have a project that you want to design and configure once and ship out globally, we can build in any of those locations and maintain the same build quality, exact same, consistent delivery schedule.
So how do we ensure the quality of our racks before they leave our facilities?
Okay, that's a good question, Jerry. At Supermicro, we consider the quality control as the highest importance. So when our customers come to us for rack projects, they always want that project to be deployed like in yesterday. People hate it when they receive systems with DOA components and they have to wait for replacement and the whole project is delayed. Then in order to guarantee the best build quality and a successful deployment, we carry out multiple levels of testing with fully automated testing programs. At the system level, we run L10 test, focusing on the component stress and the burning. At the rack level, we run L11 test, focusing on the configuration check, networking, and the full rack burning. Then at the class level, we run L12 test, which focusing on the applications, the full solution functionality, and the performance. If you look at a large deployment, something like a supercomputer, the key here is that every compute node, oftentimes you have to have exact same hardware configuration, BIOS version, firmware versions. So how do you make sure, every single system comes out exactly the same? And when you have one system runs well itself, it doesn't mean you put all the systems together, they will run well together. So a fully automated testing program to catch all these different problems is the key here. And our testing programs are not fixed. We can always customize or tailor our program to meet customer special requirements.
Great. That sounds like we're really a one-stop shop for our customers.
At Supermicro, not only we provide a large product family and comprehensive service packages, we also have a dedicated PM engineering team that for each project. We also have professional project management team helping customers from design to delivery. With our service, 100% customer satisfaction is guaranteed.
So if you want to learn more about our rack services, please go to our website. Supermicro is offering the broadest product portfolio that has the breadth and depth along with full production capabilities with rack services that has worldwide coverage, as well as a full management suite with our SuperCloud Composer. We have a lot more to show you, so please don't forget to experience our virtual booth. You can check out some of our latest X12 products and interactive 3D models, product tech talks, and optimized application. Thanks for joining this exciting X12 launch event.
Learn more at supermicro.com/X12. featuring 3rd Gen Intel Xeon Scalable processors.